Good morning and welcome to Blindbuilds. I'm your host Blind Prime, and for today we're going to be covering door number 13 in our ongoing series. It is Friday the 13th. Merry Christmas and Merry Friday the 13th to all of you. So let's go down one column and enter into row 3, and we're going to start on the far left and we're going to go all the way to the right, and then on the last week of Christmas season we're going to go from the right to the left and end on the 24th at the very bottom. Now let's pop this bad boy open and peel her out. Let's see what we got today. Oh, very few pieces. That's what we got today. Okay, let's see what we got. Fold this guy up and set it off over here to the side. There we are. Okay, let's see about what we're supposed to build with very few pieces at all. Very small pieces. Very few small pieces. Maybe this is supposed to be one of the cars. I don't know. We'll come across, if we come across some pieces that feel like, wheel pieces, then we'll know if it's the car or not. Let's go ahead and peel you open, pour it out onto the table, making sure I don't spill any pieces anywhere and nothing rolls off the table, because that sucks when that happens. Alrighty, let's see. We've got a lot of little pieces. We've got a 1x1 plate with 2 studs on the side going vertical. And we've got a tiny little tile that's a circle. And we have a 1x1 plate that's normal. It's a square. We have a 1x1 brick that has 2 studs on the side. We've got a tile piece that is a slant up, and we have a 1x1 with studs on the side, and then we have a textured 1x2 plate. Put that in the plate section. Here's another tiny little circle plate. There's the plate. Now we just continue with a square, plate square. We have this cheese wedge. Put the cheese wedge over there with all the other tiles. Here's a 1x4 plate, and then we have a 1x1 plate with single stud on the side. We'll put it next to the one that has double studs. And then we have another cheese wedge, and we have another round one, and we have another 1x4, and we have another tile that is textured, a 1x2. And we have this is a fun piece. This is a double plate, a 1x1 plate, stacked on top of another 1x1 plate. A double plate. We don't get those very often. There was a set that I was talking about being excited to get a bunch of them in. It was the Iron Man versus Hydra. Yeah, the armor set. Okay, so put these guys over here. And these are your studs on the side, people. Okay. And is that all the pieces? We've got a single cheese wedge left to sort out. There we go. Okay, what are we supposed to build? What indeed? I'm thinking it's supposed to be a car. Because, there's supposed to be 2 cars in this set, and we haven't gotten either of them. So, car needs wheels in the back. Car needs wheels in the front. There we go. Of course, you can't put the wheels at the very, very front. Maybe you can. We'll put the wheels at the very, very front. There we are. We have 2 studs in the middle for nothing. Next step is we've got to make the front of the car. So we need that slanty down tile. Where's that slanty tile at? Slanty tile, slanty tile. Where are you at, slanty tile? There it is. Okay, so we're going to put this nice little tile that has a slant. It goes down. Now we need that stud. That's actually 2 studs stacked on top of one another. Let's see. There it is. Now we put that one in place. And yeah, kind of like that. Okay. So that one's not really quite in place yet, but it will work for now. Now we have to figure out what are we going to put in the center of this thing. And can't really use this brick for the top of it. Maybe we're not supposed to put this one in the front. Maybe it's supposed to go in the front, but the wheel is supposed to go back by one. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the case. So that makes this piece, actually, come here, you. Okay, so this little 2-stud tall piece, put it in the very front. Stick in your spot. Oh, Lord. These 1x1s, they always fight one another because you can never get them perfectly aligned. And if they're not perfectly aligned with their buddy, then they just don't like to snap into place. Okay, now we're going to put this in there. We still got the problem of it needing 2 studs, but we have 2 studs here, so we can put 1 stud. No, that just doesn't feel like it's supposed to work like that. It just doesn't feel correct, you know? So let's not. Let's instead put that 1x1 below. We're going to make this into a nice little triangle piece. There we go. Now let's try to build this vehicle a little bit differently. Let's instead put the studs on the side. We can rotate these guys around. There we are. And then you can go over here and get rotated so that you're sticking straight up and down. Okay. And we'll be rotated backwards though. All right. Then we're going to need this other stud, or this other plate on the other side. There we go. And now we've got these fun little things that spin around, but it's okay. We can lower them both down so they're straight. And there's going to be a stud at the front and a stud at the rear. Now, how to fill in that center gap area, because this isn't going to work anymore. No, you're not going to work at all anymore, are you? No. We pick this up. Then it lowers down too much for the wheel. That piece will sit right nicely, quite nicely. But that's not what we want. At least that's not what we're looking for. Okay, let's instead try it another way. I don't like this. I don't think this is going to work. Instead, we'll just put them in there correctly. Both sides. Scoot you back by 1. Thank you. Stick you there. Come on. Stay. Thank you. All right. Now, going to put this piece on the side. We got this little piece here. We can go ahead and slide you in. Will you actually fit in here, or is there going to be issues because of what you're doing? There may be issues. Got a frog in my throat again. Okay. Got oh. I think I figured it out. I forgot about some pieces that we have available to us. So step you there. Let's do this again. Let's put these guys on the sides with studs facing forwards. Okay. Put you on the side with stud facing backwards. Okay. Now we can also, since these are fun pieces, we can stick them into the little dots on the underside because the side pieces are hollow. So we're going to do that, which would scoot these guys together just by a little bit more. Now we're going to come over here and grab this. Oh, no, that's not fun. I was hoping this was a different way, but the stud's on top. So let's go ahead and rotate this around. Rotate. Rotate. Thank you, sir. Rotate. Thank you, sir. Okay. All right. Now we can take this guy and we're going to slip him into the rear area and he's going to spread over the top of everything. And we have one more of these stud things. Where's it at? Here it is. And is this one in the correct way, the way I want it to be? It is. Excellent, excellent. We can stick this guy on the front. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we have kind of a gap in the middle there, but I'm hoping that gap is going to get filled by these pieces. So right now, we still don't have anything really good there. But wait a second. If we break this piece off the front of that, and we find the other 1 by 1, we get 2 1 by 1 plates, and then we have this other plate here. I wonder, let's take this 2 stacked 1 by 1 plate. Let's break this apart one more time, and we're going to sit here and actually attach this 1 by 1 plate to the center. So we're going to attach it there, and then we're going to come over here to this guy, and we're going to attach it to him as well. There we go. Excellent. Okay, that should help. Let's see. Let's see how badly this hurt us or helped us. I'm hoping it helped us. And it did. It did help us. That was the correct move to make. Just put that piece in the center because now everything has lined up pretty well. Next step is getting these pieces all together. So first off, what we're going to do is we've got to finish filling in the top area. So we're going to need some tiles for that. But specifically, we're going to need some fun tiles. And I think that these are not going to be used yet. But this is actually going to be used right here in the center bit, I think. Yeah. You can go right there at the top, and then that's going to need 2 of these guys stacked up together to create. I know, it's weird that we're going to be stacking 2 of them when we didn't need to stack 2 of them before, but I think we need to stack 2 of them now. So we're going to put those 2 stacks on this 1 by 2 tile that does the slant up, and we're going to stick that in the front of the vehicle. I'm calling the one that has the stud at the front of the vehicle. And come on, snap into place, buddy. You got it. You got it. No, you didn't. You lost it. You had it, then you lost it. And you had it again, then you lost it again. So, you just story of my life. Let's see. Yeah. It's not wanting to connect. I don't think 2 is the right number. I think we just need 1. So let's peel these guys apart. There we go. Now let's just give it 1 stud and see what happens. Yeah, it happens to work out pretty well with 1 single stud. So there we go. Now we need a cheese wedge for the front. There's our front cheese wedge. There we go. I think I should spin it around so it's more. Yeah, that makes more sense, I think. Give it kind of a brutal looking front. Okay, we're going to put the texture tiles on either side. Okay, next texture tile. Next texture tile. Where are you at? Where are you at? I know I found you. And slide everything together and pick through our little tiles. Aha, there's the other texture tile. Goes on the other side in the middle. And we're going to get our 1 by 1 rounds. And we're going to put 1 on each side, in front and behind that textured piece. Like, I have no idea if this is the correct way to build a race car, but I think this is a race car. So, because they're supposed to be spider cars. And there we go. Now we've got to finish her up. Let's see, what have we got left? We've got a cheese wedge. We've got a stud. We've got another cheese wedge. Okay, there we are. And we can put Mr. Stud, Mr. Cheese Wedge right behind the window thing. We're going to slant it. There we go. And then we're going to put the last stud at the very end, pop it up just a bit, and then we're going to put the last cheese wedge on top of that stud. And that's got it. All right. That's a little race car. I don't think it's like the greatest race car I've ever made, but I think I made a little, cute little car out of it. It's a little toy car. I think it looks nice. It's a nice looking car. I have no idea if that's the correct way to build it or not. But on for the final video of this series, we're actually going to showcase all of the things built correctly. As an example, I got my sighted assistant to go ahead and build like this lamppost correctly. This was not the way I expected it to be built. And I thought it was going to come with a fire hydrant, but it did not. And that intrigued me. But I like it, and I like how the camera is actually up here with a little piece of spider web. Apparently, the connector point is colored like spider web, and he's hiding a camera behind the road signs. And I found that to be cool. So yeah, this is a lamp with 2 road signs and a camera, and we'll talk about the rest of them when we finish up this season's videos. So that will be something for us all to look forward to. There we go. I guess that's the camera right there. Not the camera, the lamp and camera right there. But that will be something for us to look forward to for the day of Christmas. I'll do my best to showcase the all of them together for the 25th of December, and to make sure that video gets out there so y'all can all watch it Christmas Day and see what the actual builds were, and then you can go back and watch over my videos and see what I made instead of what I thought was supposed to be made. And some of them have completely surprised me. Like, wow, I completely screwed that one up. So look forward to that one, because I'm looking forward to that one. That one's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to enjoy it, and I hope that you enjoy it as well. Merry Christmas and happy Friday the 13th to you all. Until next Prime, bye-bye for now.